Well, hello everybody, and welcome to my first ever train simulator stream. Anything could happen this afternoon. I'm not a great train driver. In fact, I'm a much better guitarist, I would say, than a train driver. But never mind, we're going to give it a go. Right, first things first, I've got to actually bring the game up. Oh, listen to my cuckoo clock. Oh, brilliant. I've got to bring the game up, so we're going to try and do that, and that's been causing me a bit of a problem lately. I don't know why. When I was testing this out. Looks like it's there okay. So that's worked, that's good. Right, so I'm going to click continue. Bring the game up here. And we got some background noise now, hopefully. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I don't know if my is my fiance actually online. I've got the chat open up here on YouTube, so I'm not sure how many are going to be actually watching. Oh, it says 2 watching, it says, so that's good. Anyway, we're here at Newton Abbot, and I'm driving a 143 class Pacer. The reason I'm driving this is because it's easy to drive, and I need something easy to drive, and it's only got 2 cars as well. Is that something else leaving? Yeah, something else has just left Newton Abbot. Okay, so first thing we've got to do is let the passengers on. So open the doors and go inside the cab and wait for the passengers to get on. Maybe there's some passengers to get off as well, I'm not sure. We're actually on the Riviera line, which is a lovely coastal route, and I'm leaving Newton Abbot and I'm heading towards Exeter, and I'll be passing some lovely coastal resorts. It's a very pretty part of the world. Right, we've been given the all clear, so we can leave. So release the brakes and off we go. I nearly messed that up, but we are away now, and I'm in this this Pacer, and it's quite a slow train, so it's going to be difficult to exceed any speed limits. On the bottom here you can see the head-up display, which is basically showing me the speed limits that are coming up. It's also showing me the signals that are ahead, and also the stations, so it's very, very helpful. I'm actually in a 40 mph limit at the moment, or coming up to a 40. Sorry, I'm in a 60 but coming up to a 40. So I'm just going to take the power off a little bit. That's Newton Abbot Racecourse on the left hand side there. So we're down to 40 mph limit right now, because we're going to be joining the main line. So we're coming into a 60 now, so I can accelerate. And it's looks like a lovely autumn evening. We're going to be following the estuary up towards Teignmouth. That the ping that you just heard is the automatic warning system. That meant that everything is clear, but sometimes a horn will sound. When the horn sounds, it means that I've got to react to it and cancel it, otherwise the emergency brakes will come on and stop the train. The horn will come on if there's different signals ahead or certain speed limits. But if I don't cancel it within 4 or 5 seconds, then the train will actually come to a stop. So I must remember to do that. We're coming into a 90 mph limit right now. So this particular train is called a Pacer, and it's basically made up of a bus shell, a Leyland bus shell that was plonked onto a freight wagon, I think. And it's got the reputation of being very, very well, it's a very bumpy ride and very noisy as well, so it's not everyone's cup of tea by any stretch of the imagination, but it is easy to drive, so it's great for me. So we're in a 90 mph limit at the moment. You can have a look inside. As you can see, the seats do look well, they do look like bus seats, don't they, really? It is a rail bus after all. So there's the estuary on the right hand side. The next station is Teignmouth in about 3 miles. Oh, Sylvia's on chat, my fiance. It looks great and the stream is working fine, so that's good. And Sylvia really loves trains. She doesn't really love trains, but she's just supporting me, trying to keep me from not getting too nervous. So we're accelerating away. We're coming up to about 70 miles an hour, but we're in a 90 mph speed limit, and there's no way that this pacer is going to make that. You can actually see on the top here it says maximum speed 75 miles an hour, so we'll be lucky if we make that. And we can have a bit of a look around the cab. So we're coming down to an 80 mph speed limit shortly, and then a 60. So I will have to start to think about slowing down. And Teignmouth is actually coming up as well, Teignmouth station. There's a warning, I have to cancel that. If I hadn't have cancelled the AWS, then the emergency brakes would have come on. So we're coming up to a 60 now, so we can apply the brakes, get down to about 60 miles an hour, release the brakes there. Once we go through Teignmouth, we're going to stop at Teignmouth, we then carry on to Dawlish, which is a really lovely little seaside resort. This is called the English Riviera, and lots of lovely pretty places here to explore. I used to come on holiday down this neck of the woods quite a lot in the past. So we're going to apply the brakes now. So coming into Teignmouth, platform 2. Whoops, I think I slowed up a little bit too soon there. So we'll just release the brakes again and coast on in. Hope the stream is looking not too bad. Oh, there's a few more watching as well, that's fantastic. I hope that the picture is not too bad. I'm watching it in glorious game HD. It looks fantastic, but I'm only streaming at 720p, which means you're not getting a really great picture like I am, but you can get the general idea. It really is a super looking game. So here we are at Teignmouth. I'm going to let the passengers out now, or let the passengers in as well. And my head-up display is telling me that I'm a little bit late, but not doing too bad for time. I can probably make that up on the rest of the journey. So we'll be giving the go-ahead in a minute to carry on towards Dawlish. Dawlish will be the next station stop. So release the brakes, give it some power. Can probably go flat out power actually from the off in this particular diesel multiple unit, because it's got very slow acceleration. It's not really going to upset the passengers too much, I don't think. It is really easy to drive, this one, but I'm glad it's easy for me this afternoon, since it's the first time I've ever done this live, so to speak. So we're coming into a 75 mile per hour limit now, and we're going to be going along by the sea and the sea wall towards Dawlish. Now this is looking absolutely super, isn't it, because it's a lovely autumn evening, but sometimes when it's high tide along here and it's stormy weather, it really causes havoc, and you get a lot of water coming over the actual seawall onto the track, so it has caused a lot of problems in the past. If you want, I'm sorry I'm not looking at chat much, but I can see the chat going on. If I look at that, I'm going to really mess it up, so it's going to take me a while to be able to do the streaming and look at chat. All the good streamers seem, that's the warning, all the good streamers seem to be able to look at chat and drive at the same time, but I don't know how they do that. If I ever do this again, I'm going to have to practice that. But talk to Sylvia, she's very talkative. Okay, we're coming into 60 mile per hour limit now, so I'm just going to have to come off the power a little bit in the 60. There we go, and we're coming up to the first tunnel. These tunnels actually go through the cliffs. The first one is a fairly long one, I think, and that's followed by a series of smaller or shorter tunnels. I can put the interior light on while we go through this one. Anyway, greetings to everyone who is watching. Thanks for coming and supporting me. Quite nervous doing this. Honestly, I would rather be playing a guitar. So we're still in the 60 mile per hour limit. Coming into the next tunnel. I think there's 3 or 4 tunnels before we actually come into Dawlish. Dawlish is a really lovely little seaside resort, and I think it's a favourite of my friend Dennis, who I don't know if he's watching, but I know that Dennis, my friend Dennis, likes Dawlish a lot. In fact, I've seen pictures of Dennis eating fish and chips on the beach. Right, so we're going to slow down, and we've got Dawlish coming up, so we're going to apply some brakes. Try not to brake too early like I did last time. Signal ahead. So here we are, pulling into Dawlish. There's a warning, cancel that. And there we are, Dawlish. So we'll let the passengers get in and let the passengers get out. Really is a pretty spot. But as you can see, very long platforms and a very short train, so it is making it very easy for me, so I'm really pleased about that. Okay, we can go again. Release the brakes. And off we go. Now there's a double yellow flashing signal ahead. Now that's a preliminary warning for a single yellow that's going to be flashing. The next signal will be a single yellow flashing. And a single yellow flashing means that I'm going to be diverging off the main track, I think. Anyway, we're into a 75 mile per hour limit. Time wise everything looks good on the head up display at the bottom. Looks like I'm going to be on time. So at the moment everything is looking fine. Don't know how the passengers are getting on. Is it a good ride? Bit bumpy? Oh, they don't look very happy, do they? Never mind. I'm having fun. And I'm driving the train. So 75 mile per hour limit. We'll be coming into a 70 shortly. And the next station stop will be Dawlish Warren in about 1 mile. So there's the flashing single yellow signal. There's a warning there, so I'm cancelling the AWS, and I can see that it's going to be coming down to 25 mile per hour speed limit as we go into Dawlish Warren. So we're going to be coming off this main track onto the, I suppose you can call it a platform loop. That was a whistle sign, but it means I've got to blow my horn because I haven't got a whistle. It's called a whistle board. So, full service brake because I'm coming up to this 25 and I left it a little bit late. So we're going over the level crossing now, some old carriages there on the left. And I've made it down to 25 miles an hour. And now we're going to come off the main line. And we're coming onto the Dawlish Warren platform. So that didn't work out too bad. So here we are. Anybody who wants to get off at Dawlish Warren, just wait for me to open the doors. So there we are, open the doors. Everybody off, or anybody on wants to get on. This is Train Simulator 2017, as I say, and it's a really fantastic game. There's a new train simulator coming out called Train Sim World, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I've seen the graphics on that one. I mean, the graphics on this are great, but the new train sim that's going to be out soon, released by Dovetail Games, the same producers that produced this train sim, that one will be out shortly. It's going to be pretty fantastic. There's another train coming here. It looks like another Pacer, Class 143, but it's longer than... Oh, it's a longer train than mine. It's got 4 cars. So that one's coming in. And stopping, that's going to be going towards Newton Abbot and Paynton, maybe, that sort of direction. There we go. We can go again. Release the brakes. Give it some power. I've just got to watch it because we are still in a 25 mile per hour speed limit. So I'm just going to have to watch that before I get out onto the main track again. What's that? Oh, that confused me a little bit, those 2 lights ahead. The green is for me, obviously, and the red is for anything on the main track at the moment. So I'm just going to have to watch my speed as I come out onto the main track here. Once I'm out onto the main track, the speed limit will go up to 80 miles an hour by the look of it. So back out on the main track, there's another train coming in the other direction as well. Now we have an 80 limit now, so we can give it some gas, so to speak. It doesn't do too bad for an ex-Leyland bus, I reckon. It's fun to drive. Oh, you can see Graham's on chat as well. Hi Graham. hopefully I'll see you sometime during my stay here in England. And Udo's on. I don't know if Udo's English is very good. Probably doesn't, I don't know. Perhaps he can understand something I'm saying at least. I'm sure his English is going to be better than my German, that's for sure. There's a whistle board here, so let's blow the horn and a warning as well. So we're on our way now to Starcross, platform 2. Coming into a 75 mile per hour limit. Well, I won't even get there, not in this train. But it's trying its hardest. There we are, 75 mile per hour speed limit now. I'm going to hit about 60 before I have to slow down. There's some boats in the estuary there, looking quite nice. It's gradually getting a little bit darker, isn't it? So I'm going to come off the power. Left the braking a little bit late here. In fact, I'm going to have to brake quite hard. Sorry, everybody. They won't notice in the back. So just coming into Starcross now. Whistle board again, so blow the horn. Sorry if I'm not smiling too much. I'm very serious when I drive a train. Very, very serious. In fact, I really believe I am driving this train, that's the thing. And I'm convinced I'm driving it. Right, doors are open. So here we are, we can let the passengers off, any passengers that want to get on. Train simulator is not everyone's cup of tea, and I've got a friend who loves trains, but he never could get into train simulation. He just says he just couldn't get into it. I think you've got to be a certain type to like it. I mean, as I say, I actually believe I'm driving this train, and I will be very upset if I didn't get to my destination on time. It happens a lot, actually. I do mess it up a lot. And this is a fairly easy route to start off with, just to me streaming, so that's the reason I chose it. We can go. And we're in a 75 mile per hour limit. And we're off to Exeter St Thomas now, one of the two stations in Exeter, in about 7.5 miles. There's a nice view of the boats there in the estuary. Is this an estuary? I'm not quite sure how the layout. Well, it is an estuary, isn't it? The lie of the land here. I know that we're going to be leaving the water now and going inland, I think, towards Exeter. I used to spend my holidays in Paignton and Torquay, which is in the other direction. As a kid, I spent many holidays there, but in recent years I did spend some time in Exmouth and Budleigh Sauterton, which is a lovely little resort close to Exmouth. I used to go there for many years with my parents. Quite happy memories there of those holidays. So we're coming up to 100 mile per hour limit shortly. So I think all the signals are going to be with me now. Let's have a quick look around the cab. Yeah, the maximum speed is 75, so we'll see if we can get up to 75. Maybe we can, or maybe we will. It'll take some time, I guess. It's coming up to 60 miles an hour now. What we can do, we can have a we have a sort of a flyby in a train. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? Let's do that again, that was good. Coming into 100... Oh, blow my horn. Coming into 100 mile per hour limit now. Let's have another flyby. Flyby. So we've got about 6 miles to go now to Exeter St Thomas, and then from Exeter St Thomas it's only a short ride to Exeter St David's, and that's the end of the route, and that's where my journey ends. Oh, it's Peter. It's online. Hi Sylvia. Oh, that's great. Oh, congratulations on the engagement. That's very nice, Peter. Thank you very much. So we're going to whistle, blow the horn when I see the W. Of course there will be still some steam trains going along this line for special runs, so that's why they keep the whistle boards, I guess. So 100 mile per hour limit. Yeah, these Pacers have only 4 wheels on each car. Which is 4 wheels on each car, which is the reason it's quite a bumpy ride. Hopefully you're still seeing the stream okay. On my little monitor it's buffering, so hopefully the stream has not been interrupted or anything. So my internet is really not up to speed yet. I've just got new internet, but they say it will take about 10 days or 14 days to actually stabilise and get up to full speed, so I'm not really sure why it should take that long. Oh, hi from Patrick. Yeah, hi Patrick. Nice to see you. Thanks for watching. Patrick, well, Patrick is Sylvia's son. He's into Truck Simulator. He's really going to have to get Train Simulator as well. He's going to be getting a nice PC soon for Christmas. So once he gets this all singing and dancing PC, you'll be able to run Train Simulator and all the other games he likes. They should run really well. So 3 miles to go now until Exeter St Thomas. Stream is still working okay, that's great. It just must be my little monitor here. I've got this little notebook which is on Wi-Fi at the moment, and it's buffering away like mad. Just got that just to check that it is working. I'm still getting the chat coming through, but the actual video's not coming through too good. Okay, we're coming up to a 75 mile per hour limit now. Shortly. If anybody is into Train Simulator at all, I urge you to watch Matt Pedalston. Matt Pedalston is on Twitch and he streams Train Sim live on Twitch weekdays at about 8 PM. Now Matt is a guru as far as Train Simulator and basically trains are concerned. He actually works for... Blimey, I was going faster than 75 there. Amazing. He actually works for Dovetail Games, and he's a fountain of knowledge. So if you can watch his streams in the evening, weekdays, that would be really great. So look out for Train Sim Live, and I think he calls it MPTV on Twitch. Right, so we're coming into Exeter St Thomas now, so I'm going to slow down. Oh, I'm trying to slow down with the throttle on. That ain't going to work, is it? Whoops! Looks like we're merging with another line. Exeter is a fairly, well, it's not a massive city, but it is a cathedral city. It's got a, I think it's got a cathedral, so it's classed as a cathedral city. So just coming into Exeter St Thomas platform now, and we've got is that a double yellow ahead? So that's going to warn me of a single yellow after that. So we'll apply the brakes and come to a stop here at Exeter St Thomas platform 2. I'm virtually dead on time, which is great. Hooray, I haven't messed up too much. So open the doors, let the passengers off, let any passengers on. So yeah, we're in Exeter now. So if it's a cathedral city, perhaps I could see the cathedral. Well, there's a spire over there. I think I'm right in saying there's a cathedral in Exeter. I'm not 100% sure now. Definitely getting darker now, isn't it? So one more stop and that's it. I'm going to have a well-earned cup of tea. And things didn't go too bad on my first ever train sim stream, I guess. So we've got Exeter St David's coming up in about a mile. So we can expect a yellow signal coming up next, which means there's going to be a stop signal after that, a red signal I guess. Coming into a 45 mile per hour limit, and then there's a 25 pretty quick after that one. So I'm going to just come off the power, cancel the AWS warning, and put the brakes on because of this 25 mile per hour limit that's coming up. I think we're going to be going over the points now. Just made it down to 25. And we'll be coming into the station shortly. Well, anyway, thanks everyone for watching me. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, train simulation, but I really love it, and I'm sure if a few more people tried it out, I'm sure they'd love it as well. So don't forget to watch Matt Pedalston on Twitch, Train Sim Live, weekdays. He's going to be streaming a lot more than what I am. Oh look, there's an HST. Is that one just coming in? Now I know that train really well because that's a train that I go on when I travel from Chippenham to Paddington in London, when I do my journeys to Germany. Sylvia's also been on that train. When I come back, I come from Paddington to Chippenham on that train. What we could do, we could go outside and just have a quick look at that, maybe, while it departs. Yeah, this is the train that I travel on, well, basically all the time. The HST, high-speed train. Oh, it sounds very much like the real thing as well. I will be on the quiet coach. Not that it is quiet, but that's the coach I normally go on this thing. That's usually coach A, which is would be up the front on this, I guess. So goodbye HST. He's heading along the line in the opposite direction to where I've come from. And there's the power car. So I can go back now inside my train, can let the passengers out. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed it. I had some fun. and I would love to do this again if it's all worked out okay anyway. I'm not sure about the settings. I mean, I've got to tweak the settings on this OBS software, so that might take me a little time to do that. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. Have a good evening, and we'll see you again for some more Train Simulator. Bye everyone.